What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on Arena. I'm Kenji, and I'm here to draft with you today. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. This is Tarkir, Dragonstorm, Alchemy. I've decided to do another Alchemy draft here before it goes away for good, as I kind of want to just shake things up a bit. So Alchemy again is arena-specific cards. Usually they're pretty damn strong. The one we opened here, Song of Seasons, is pretty good if you can get the value with it. Our rare, however, in the pack is Sage of the Skies, and I'm going to have a hard time passing this one. It's a really, really good Boros pack here. Sage, Forebear, Effigy, Shock Brigade, Pack Beast. But yeah. A lot of the times the Alchemy cards are going to be better than normal cards. Sometimes they're just like really, really good cards. I think the Sage of the Skies makes the most sense to take here. Okay, interestingly, one of our rares is still in the pack, and the Alchemy card is still in the pack, so they might have taken a mythic or different rare, as Ambling Stormshell is quite good. The Alchemy card is kind of like a Maelstrom Pulse, maybe not Maelstrom Pulse, not Terminate. What's another one? Sorcery Speed, kill a non-land permanent, and then if you have a dragon, it gets a little bit of a boost there. What else do we have here? Shrinekeeper's great. Detainment's good. Land is always nice. Feels good to take a turtle. 5 mana, 5/9. Ward 2 is just kind of hard to interact with. And the card draw, of course, is tasty. Alright, Alchemy cards are gone. We're getting past a Dragonfire Blade. I do like this card. Bewildering Blizzard. Solid. I don't think it's an extremely high pickup, but it's a solid one. Charge. This card actually does a ton of work. Vigilance, Trample. +1/+1 counters with the Harmonize ability, quite good. Armament Dragon, Caustic Exhale, Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I don't mind taking the Blade, especially with the Sage of the Skies already. It's a nice 1-2 punch. I've taken 3 rares to start the draft. So it looks like that's going to end here as maybe just take a Dragon's Prey. These 3 uncommons are all playable, though I would not call them particularly good. And then the rest of the commons I don't think hold a candle to Dragon's Prey, so let's do that there. Oh, there's a nice little dragon for us. All right, this is a fun card for sure. The Alchemy Dragonstorm cards, there are a lot of dragons, and this one is quite good if you have a good dragon deck, or if you have a decent number of dragons in your deck, right? Presumably, if you're the dragons deck, you're going to have access to all the colors, so despite being blue and double red down the line, this is often like, 3 or 4 mana to not tutor, but put 2 dragons into your hand. Not going to pass the Stormbrood, though. That's just too good. It does look like we're going to end up going probably 5-color dragons, but losing out on the Rennie's Council is not a huge deal. A couple of removal spells here. Neither of them particularly exciting, I would say. I kind of like the cheapness, the low casting cost of Strategic Betrayal, though obviously this doesn't target, so it can be pretty awkward at times. Okay, not a good pick 7. If there was anything I might play, it might be like the Gurmag Nightwatch or the Earth Carver. I guess the Champion of Doosan's also fine. I mean, we certainly could be moving into more of a Sultai Shell. Not hard to splash the Sage. And the nice thing about the Sage is you don't really need white on turn 3 to cast it, right? You're generally going to cast this later on in the game when you can trigger the ability. Yeah, I'm okay taking the Night Watch there. Another Dragon's Prey, 8th pick. Card is solid. It's come down in my opinion since the beginning of the format, but it's still a nice card to have access to. Wow, it's a pretty late Stalwart Successor too. Okay. Maybe some +1/+1 counter synergy going on there. Trade Route Envoy, sure. I don't have to be playing, wow, and the Synchronized Charge. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have to be playing 5-color, because it does look like Sultai 1/1 counters is open. That was a solid pack one. No fixing, but card quality. Good. Actually, you know what? I don't have a single Alchemy card, do I? Usually in Alchemy draft, if you don't have any Alchemy cards, you're not very happy. Heck, I could go straight green-black if I wanted. I suppose the Veteran Ice Climber does hold 1/1 counters pretty damn well. Kentry's not terrible. In any case, like a green-black base allows me access to both the Abzan cards and the Sultai cards, right? Because the green-black overlap. I'm not a big fan of the Merchant, although I guess the Merchant is better when I have Blade, because it only equips for 1. And Crocodile's playable too. All right, pack 2. Oh, we've opened the Stormforged armor. That's a fun one. As if the Boros decks needed to be any better. This is 3 mana, 0 to equip. 0 mana to equip. You do have to pay 3 life, but it makes a ball lightning that's tapped and attacking whenever the equipped creature attacks. So it can close out the game extremely quickly. For us, however, we have a bunch of other choices. Another Stalwart Successor is really hot. I know the last one came back to us, or we got it really late, but I think I'm going to first pick that here. Plenty of options, though. Dragonologist, Maneuver, Skimmer, Appraiser. There's a Globe. I think I like leaning into the green-black 1/1 counter theme. Oh, baby! Okay, and a Baitor, kin to all. That's pretty hot. Very good pack, damn. Caustic Exhale, Molten Exhale, Monastery, Shrinekeeper, Stormbrood, Devotee. Cool. Cool, okay. I hate Abzan, but if it's open, it's open. I'm not going to overlook it. So we got a Yathin Road Watcher now. When it enters, if you cast it mill 4, when you do, return a creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pretty good with Double Successor. Actually really good with Sage, too. Oh, wait. No, this says when you cast this spell. Never mind. I mean, it's still a 2/3 flying lifelink, so. Oh, okay. Amber Plate Einok. That's right, we're playing Alchemy. Good 2-drop. 2/2 double team for 2, and then at the beginning of your second main, if this is tapped, it endures with 1, so another 1/1 counter synergy card. Really wants me to get some more Harmonize effects. Third Stalwart Successor. Wow, I almost wonder. Blossoming Sands, Abzan Monument, Feral Deathgorger, are they better than the third? Those might be better than picking up the third Successor. In fact, the Leopard might even be better too, but I'm guessing I should probably take Fixing here. I think I'm going to take the Blossoming Sands, and I would expect one of those cards to come back. Okay, Vanguard's a decent 5-drop for this strategy. Actually, Battle Priest with Successors, kind of hot. You know what? I'm going to try out the Battle Priest. I'm going to go all in on the +1/+1 counter theme. Snakeskin Veil, Sorry Sidisi. Formation Breaker, this is the premium 2-drop that we were looking for. That's beautiful. Some good Sultai on the wheel. My Fixing is basically non-existent, though, so I don't think we're going to take any of those. The Dussie's fine. Heritage Reclamation's fine. I think I'd rather have potential access to the Reclamation. Einok Wayfarer's good. Damn, Kintry Severance coming back on the wheel too is hot. Sarkhan's Resolve. We're basically not even playing Alchemy with this pool of cards that we have. Didn't get back that last successor, but I guess that's not a big deal. It's possible we even want to run the merchant when we have all this 1/1 counter synergy nonsense. All right, pack 3, what you got for me? Couple of enchantment removal spells in white, Traveling Botanist. Our Alchemy card is the discard effect. Aggressive Negotiations. Actually, I would love to pick up at least 1 or 2 Aggressive Negotiation. Let's see, Betrayal's probably a fine cut. If there was Fixing here, I'd probably take it. So do I want to take a removal spell or the good 2-drop? I don't know. Botanist is real nice. Where is the Fixing? Second Snakeskin Veil's good. What does this one do again? Exile this from your graveyard. Conjure a duplicate of another target creature in your graveyard onto the battlefield. Onto the top of your library. The duplicate perpetually gets +1/+1 and gains Death Touch. It's a 1/1 Death Toucher itself. That's not bad. It's also just a knockout maneuver here if we want a removal spell that adds a 1/1 counter. That might just be better. I'm down to take the Alchemy card since we are playing Alchemy. Could splash Death Begets. It's not too hard. Or just take the 2-drop that has 1/1 counter synergy, I guess. There's another Jungle Hollow. Passing a knockout maneuver. I need the Fixing, though. Fixing basically above anything. I don't see myself wanting to play any of these cards. Maybe the Rakshasa or the Worthy Cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2-drop creatures. That's pretty good. One more on-color land would be real nice. Oh, Crater Hoof Behemoth. 8 mana? It feels like that would just rot in my hand, and that the Caustic Exhale for early interaction would be better. I don't know about that one. Holy smokes. This is pick 8. Sage, Successor, Brigade, Champion, Dragon's Prey? That's crazy. Wow, it's nuts. Sure, I guess I'll just take another Successor. There's the Negotiation on the wheel. Great. Guess we go down to 1 Snakeskin. Man. We're lacking Fixing, but this is a pretty cool green-black deck. With a hint of white. Legitimately, I'm almost just considering cutting the white cards, even though they add so much power. And just going straight green-black 1/1 counters. That might honestly be better. I don't even think this is trolling. I think this might just be right. Like 16 lands like that looks really solid to me. Doesn't it? Otherwise, I have to run like 3 or 4 planes in the deck, which is just not good. Like, I don't need big creatures since we have so much synergy here. I think I like it like this. We have 2 alchemy cards. They're not even like bombs or anything. Okay, let's do it. Sorry, Craterhoof. Sorry, Baitor. I think our best curve is like Formation Breaker into Aggressive Negotiations. That's pretty good, though. This is a hand that could effectively win on turn 3, right? Turn 1 Blade, turn 2 Botanist, turn 3 Equip It. That could very easily just win. That's a turn 3 4/5 hexproof from monocolored. That potentially draws cards. Yeah, I'm going for it. Nice, wow. And it's already drawn an extra card. This might be a very short game. I mean, maybe they have like Detainment, but nope. Yeah, like I said, that is a disgusting curve. Wow. Turn 1 Blade, turn 2 Botanist, turn 3 Equip. Shake my hand. Very gross. Yeah, let's rinse and repeat that a couple of times. I wouldn't mind. Okay. Pampered Loam Frill. They've got a turn 2 Botanist. Fair enough. They do not get to draw a card. Alright. So now we have the Loam Frill in the graveyard. Oh, this card's really cool. Whenever you cast your first Omen spell each turn, conjure a duplicate of that card onto the battlefield. Of the dragon is what it means. It gains haste at the beginning of the next end step. Shuffle it into your opponent's library. So if you omen a dragon there, you get to attack with a copy of a dragon, and then that also shuffles into your library, so you have another copy of it later on. Really cool value card. That's fine. Oh, this is actually a sick draw. Ooh, lordy, that's good. Either they had another or they redrew the same one. But now we get to Loam Frill, the successor. Pretty gross. This might not be very... This game might not be very long, huh? Yeah, our deck is cool. Hey, they found a second color. Or third color, I guess. I've got a 6/5 Menace Death Touch and a 6/6. I don't think Glacial Dragon Hunt is going to cut it, but they did discard a card. Okay, well, I guess they just didn't have anything anyway. Another fast one for the green-black deck. Every draft that we start off super well, I'm always secretly hoping that it's like a 30-minute 7-winner, just to spite all the people. Oh my god, 30-minute video. You must have went 7-0 so quickly. LOL 03. No. Not this time. Play first. That looks like a curve out to me. No play first, though. Pampered Loam Frill. Kind of hoping to draw a different 2-drop so that we can play the Wayfarer post-successor. Oof. 3 spells milled. Not that I wanted to find another land, but would have been nice to just mill some lands and then opt to not take them. But putting some creatures in the graveyard isn't bad for our... oh, that's a nice draw for their Corey Steelcutter. Putting creatures in our yard isn't bad for our Pampered Loam Frill, right? If it dies, then I can use its ability on one of those things. Oh, please don't have Dragonfire. Okay, Effigy is still annoying, I guess, but... yeah, that's not great. Found the 5th land, though, so Stormbrood on the cutter next turn is going to be good, but they might get one more activation of the Corey Steel, which is going to suck. Yeah, that ability's sorcery speed only. Ooh, the tapestry is also really cool. Does this enter tapped? No, they can double spell off that one too. Wow, sick. So this tapestry, I think, is probably the coolest alchemy card. It conjures 2 Stormbroods of each of the colors into your deck, and then whenever you cast a dragon or an omen card, you get to draw a card. So I probably have to kill that now instead. I do want to trade with the Effigy, and the reason is now I'm going to have to Stormbrood the Tapestry. I really don't want to trade my successor, so even it is a little bit of a greedy attack. I think it makes sense. Another nice thing about killing the Tapestry is that I actually turn off a lot of their hits, potentially, right? We need to find, like, Synchronized Charge. Can I afford to attack for 3? I think I have to, given that they have 3 spells in their hand. Can't really let them have more time. I think I need to try to kill them. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I think it's the right move. Am I dead? This is really risky. I only need to find 2 points of damage to win? Oh, they gain 2 life. Right, okay. Oh, and they get a 1/1 to wait, they got a 1/1 token. Right. Okay, never mind. Well, they have 1 dead card in their hand. It is so tempting here to actually attack for 3 in the air, but I think I'll chill. Okay. That is not lethal, even though they can give the devotee haste now. That's fine. Gross. Yeah, I need to have drawn a spell that turn. Now we're probably dead. Unless they draw, like, more uncastable cards, but they don't have that many in their deck. Yep, good beats. Well, either way, if we had killed the cutter, we still lose to their card advantage of the tapestry. They would have even been able to cast the green dragon. Kill the tapestry like I did, we still kind of lose to the cutter. I don't know. Need to draw our... If we had drawn Synchronized Charge, that game would have been nice. On the play. Oh, we have the curve, potentially. Formation Breaker into negotiations. Although with this hand... Oh, man. Well, I guess it depends if I draw a land on our first turn. If I don't draw a land, then we're going to play the Botanist. If I do draw a land, turn 2 formation into negotiations is so good. It's going to be hard for me not to do that. I guess we'll see. Alright, we'll go with the Botanist then. Yeah. Well, if they tap it, I still get to trigger, right? That's funny. All right, found a land. Looks like black here. Combat. I think we keep the strategic betrayal. We're just gonna kill him with a bunch of random cheap creatures plus a couple removal spells. I don't know, that was a good turn to cast negotiations too, I think, but I want to get the successor online first. Sure, and that's fine. Yeah, let's negotiation now. We have a forest. So am I taking the tiger or the shrieker? I don't think I care about the Shrine Keeper. Although I guess if I don't take the tiger, they get to go tiger into something. Kind of hoping that they draw an island to cast the turtle. that's fine. We have a good Stormbrood cast on that. Formation Breaker's a 3/3. So we don't need to worry about it getting Shriekered. If they go land into Guardian, we still get them as well because of the Betrayal. This is the scenario where Betrayal's at its best versus a deck like this. Ah, that's too bad. They discarded the Shrieker. Whoa. That's surprising. That's pretty good. Yeah. Now they're kind of forced to play out the Kara Kick unless... Oh no, they can play out the Turtle, but yeah, Betrayal gets them. That's game over, bro. Even with the extra life, we go pump up to a 7, Betrayal, and kill ya. Boom. Nice, 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 nice. Beating up with Golgari. You love to see it. 3 wins, and hoping to get more. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Amberplate Einok into Successor, also very hot. You have to have a 2/2 attack and not trade off or something, though. Oh, man. This hand would be really, really cool. Oh, no! That's not good. And they have a counter. Triple Successor here is super awkward. Especially when I don't hit my 3rd land. Oh, God, that's brutal. Okay, sure. They did miss a land as well, but obviously... I was gonna say, being stuck on 2 is a lot worse than being stuck on 3. You have another counter? Sheesh, okay. Bend a roamer's routine and then plays an island. We do want to trade because we have successors. And since they have menace, we'd rather get that thing off the battlefield, because now if they just play like a 5-droplet next turn, we should be able to get in. Oh, they have a tapestry too? Man. Alright, well, let's take a peek at what's going on then. Wow, that is terrifying. I guess I take the Ugin. My creature... We have the Veil and the Resolve to get through the Exhale. They can't cast the Shrine Keeper. They might just cast Routine this turn. And if they just cast Routine this turn and then I draw another land, we should have a pretty easy win. Because if I don't draw another land, it's hard for me to run out Successor when they're just so close to running out the Shrieker, you know? Okay, they're just going to run out a 3/3 draw a card. So we're going to go for the kill next turn then. Sarkhan's Resolve, a flying blocker away, plus Snakeskin Veil the Successor is 7 damage. They do have a bunch of different plays they can make here. If they cast the Shrieker and kill the Loam Frill, I don't actually have lethal. Okay, they did cast the Shrieky. They do get to draw an extra card. I guess they could shoot my face. Oh, they did kill the Loam Frill, okay. I don't think making it a 3/3 with the Veil's worth it. So that would keep him at 7. Yikes, man. Well, now I do think I run out the other Successor, because technically it's lethal too with Snakeskin Veil. Brutal lack of land draws for me. Hell, I can't even kill the majority of their creatures since Dragon Prey doesn't work. Alright, so they're going to run out the Messenger. So land wins for sure. Because what happens is, if I attack, and they just go double block the 5/4 pass priority, don't cast, exhale. Then I can't go for it, you know? That's pretty good. Because now they have to double block and not kill my creature. And now they're drawing a counter that they can't do anything with as well. That's pretty funny. If I wasn't going to draw land, that was a pretty good draw. They could exhale their own creature for 2 life. I wonder if that's what they're thinking about. No, okay. Pretty funny game we got here. Given their play last turn, I can't imagine they have anything since they topped the exhale. Oh, okay. They had a card draw effect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the most fun cards in Alchemy, though. Nice. Sorry, Dragon deck. Okay, little 4/1 action. Okay, nice looking hand. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Wonder if I should actually be running more than just the one Snakeskin Veil. I probably want 2 in this deck, given we have 3 successors, right? That's annoying. I guess I probably have to just make this a 2/2 here. Play versus draw difference. Oh, and they're gonna go for the... Okay, I mean, that unlocks our Dragon's Prey on it. Oh, they didn't even give it a counter. That Formation Breaker too? Sheesh. Okay, well, we're gonna have to play defensive mode and just kill their first few relevant threats. Wow, the full-on mirror match. Nice. Definitely worth doing this. Okay, and they are hellbent. Very good draw there, because now I can play the Krumar and hold up Prey. I think this is worth it, and it's probably worth it in their eyes too to trade my Krumar for their successor. Good. Actually, that doesn't do anything right now. They don't have anything that costs 3 or more, but... Yeah, it was a good draw for them. I still have a second 5/4, though. Can't attack yet. Oh my gosh. Woof. Good thing we can Severance that. That was a very sick draw from them. Sheesh. That's great. Alright, and I can start attacking now. So, I'm winning this race, but it all depends on who draws better first. Like, I am forcing myself to kill the Einok there by attacking. Are you serious? Ugh, okay. Good top deck. Brutal. That's a good one. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. They milled a Sibsig Artisan for the renew value, which is absurd. And they also milled like a Warden and stuff too. Nice. Mirror match, but when it mattered most, they top decked better. And them being on the play to go turn 2 Amber Plate was actually huge, because if I'm on the play, they don't get to do that, which means I don't have to use an extra removal spell on the other one that they hit. Wow. Sick. Sick beats. What can you do, though? I mean, we had perfect information. Both players knew. So, barring them drawing anything or me drawing anything, we were in the winning position, you know? So we say, that's magic, baby. Good draws, good beats. Good draws, good beats. Oh man, another really sick hand, but once again on the draw for it. Finally, another Mardu style deck. Okay. Look at me, I'm Mardu. I was gonna say, since we drew a land for the turn, and we're not even going to grab a land with the Wayfarer, but I guess I don't even get that option. Ooh, frontline rush for a couple of tokens. I think I like going Blade, Equip, and Pass here. This is weak versus like a Rebellious Strike effect or another charge or something. But if I just play out the Successor and then they kill it, it's really awkward. Okay. Holy smokes, that is quite a draw. Turn 4, they've got 6 creatures, huh? Wow. Well, sometimes it do be like that. What a crazy draw. Might have a small chance if I draw a land next turn. Successor into Synchronized Charge is pretty hot. Turns out 1 mana 4/3s that draw cards. Kind of sickening. I'm almost wondering here if I don't trade with my 4/4 because I have charge next turn to make it that much better. So I think I'm going to take a larger hit here in order to possibly get away with that. Perfect, okay. So this lets us attack with some big damage while also still being able to defend. Okay, I'm all right with that. Good. Don't get me wrong, I'm still behind here. And the Dragon Blood Twins with the underdogs is pretty nice. Whenever you cast your second spell, this becomes a 4/4, yeah. Now, what can you do? I mean, sure. All right. Yeah, their draw was just nuts. Not much I could do there. Maybe if I were on the play instead, would that have changed much? I go turn 2, turn... Yeah, no. If we were on the play, they wouldn't have been able to get as aggressive. I would have actually been able to start attacking. Yeah. Yeah, sick beats. So, back-to-back losses to like just kind of crazy good draws. One of them we were winning on board until they drew better. That one, there was just no chance. Look at me, I'm stupid Mardu, blah blah blah. Good beats. Great draw. Good deck though. Triple Stalwart Successor. I think we could have had upwards of like 4 maybe. And Synchronized Charge was just fantastic there. Fun little deck. One more peek at some Alchemy. I wish I had the Tapestry like 2 of my opponents did. The Dragon Making Artifact, that would have been the best. But for now, we will bid Alchemy Dragonstorm adieu. And we will say thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.